Right, so this is our soft tissue foam roller, calves, Achilles, smash. Okay, so if you are, let's say, particularly tight in the Achilles and then up in the calves, this is going to be a good one. So we'll start off. I always recommend having the socks off because the socks just get in the way when I'm rolling up and down. Okay, so I want that roller on there. Have a roller that you can withstand. This is quite an aggressive one. So what I mean by that is, you know, if you've not done it before, then this will be quite painful having it on the rumble roller. Right, so a nice flat roller to start off with. As you do it more and more and get more tolerant towards it, then you can start using something a bit more robust like this, which will really get into the tight tissue. Okay. So I'll start off just to introduce myself, get myself warm the blood up, and not put too much pressure on straight away. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm just going to cover a couple of rolls back and forth. Okay, so it's not a massive shock once I start going into the deep tissue side of things. So I'll just rub it up and down, not putting too much weight. Notice I haven't got both feet on there. I'm just going to come back and forth, and I can also rotate my foot as I'm going through the roll from side to side, looking for any tight areas. Okay, so anything I can feel, I'll take memory of that, and I'll come back to that later once I've warmed up. So it's basically just like a little semi-warm up before we get into the meat and potatoes of it. So start with the butt. Now we're ready. Okay, we've got a bit of blood pumping through that calf, the back of the leg. We'll just start nice and gently now, working on the Achilles, doing an anti-clockwise rotation with the foot. Nothing too strenuous this should be, and we do 5 one way and then 5 the other. Okay, we'll add a bit of pressure onto that, put your other foot on, and then lift your hips off the ground, and again another 5. If that's too much, guys, just drop your hips back down again. Right, and I'm going the other way now. I can certainly feel that this side coming around. Right. Now we'll start making our way up. So take your hips off the floor, and I'm just going to take that foot back and forth now. You know, so I'm just swinging my hips back, left to the right, left to the right. Okay, that's all right. Then I'll start working my way up a bit. Just going back and forth, and we can cause a scraping method. So just rub the tissue across the roller, and then start. And then we want to start what we call seek and destroy. We're looking for that area that we may have bumped over when we were doing the warm-up. Get there. If you can tolerate it, just bring your toes towards you and then back away, towards you, back away. You can just start freestyling now, so you can turn that, do that anti-clockwise with your foot, with that pressure on, with the hips off the floor, and back the other way. And the other thing I can do is what we call PNF, is really squeeze that muscle, squeeze it nice and tight, hold it, and then release. So I'll sink deeper into the roller, okay, deeper into the tissue. And then move on. Once that starts to loosen off, I've got a bit more freedom in that area. I can start to work my way up a little bit further up to the real meaty part of the calf, which is normally the tightest bit. Okay, I can roll that leg over. Like I say, it's just freestyle, so everyone's different. Everyone have different tight areas. Okay, so it's about finding your area when it's tight, playing for pressure. Whenever you're on there, guys, you should be able to breathe through the movement. Okay, so there shouldn't be a point where you get to a point where there will be a point where you hold your breath, but you don't own that position then, so you've lost. So what you got to do is let go. Even take the pressure off and then come back to it. Okay, so like I say, you should be able to breathe through the nose, out from the mouth, nice and steady. Okay. What I want you to do is just, like I say, I can roll back and forth, I can scrape back and forth, we call scrape back and forth here. We'll just roll, search for that area. I want you to spend 3 minutes apiece on both legs. Okay? And then you're ready to go on to your other movements. Cool.